Hey friends, it is Lane with Tim's Nation. I am here today to talk to you a little bit about my Imperial Guard army. That's Astra Militarum for you youngins. Running the Imperial Guard today. It's kind of similar to what I ran, I don't know, a month or two ago. I did get a Rogel Dorn, so I do have one of those added to my collection. Came in third place at an RTT, got a little bit of store credit, and got myself a big old Rogel Dorn. So, I got a few more Bulgrin. Not Bulgrin, Ogrin. I love the Ogrin. I love the big dumb guys with big dumb guns. I don't think they're super competitive, but I don't care. Uh, I play so many different 40K armies that it's kind of hard for me I can't really play them all competitively because it takes so much to learn and fine tune an army. Like with Astra Militarum here, I'm just not running very many infantry because I haven't even delved into the whole taking units to give orders to infantry to do whatever you're going to do, to move, to get on objectives, to take objectives, contest objectives, use them to block out deep strikes, all that sort of things. I just haven't gotten there yet. So far, right now, I'm just big tanks shoot a lot. So that's the plan for today. Big tanks are going to shoot a lot. Some Ogren going to shoot a little bit, and then Gonsko's going to uppy downy. That's what it is, guys. There's no real high level thought here. Just going to drive my tanks and make broom broom noises. We are running Hammer of the Emperor, so we're running the vehicle based attachment. I was thinking about doing the combined arms one because I do like the detachment rule for that, but I didn't really like the enhancements or the strats very much. And like I said, I just haven't really gotten into the infantry and really figured out how to make them work yet. I don't really have very many infantry yet. I just have some basic troops. I've got I've painted up 30 of the old steel Legion Armageddon models. So they've got some metal ones. And I painted up some Catachans too, Catachans. I painted up some metal ones of those because I'm old school, guys. I got some old metal models we're going to put on the table. But I haven't really got into the Scions yet or any of the other elite infantry. So, yeah, tanks go broom, tanks go shoot. So let's go through the actual list and we'll see what we got today. So today we have exactly 2,000 points of Astra Militarum and the Hammer of the Emperor detachment. The Hammer of the Emperor just gives all vehicles a flat advance of 6. So anytime they advance, they're going to go flat 6. There's some good strats and enhancements in here. I don't really have any of the enhancements today. Just trying to squeeze the points in here to put all the units in that I wanted. So we're not taking any enhancements. Of course, the 6-up feel no pain on the Rogel Dorn commander is good. The reroll 1s with a tank commander is good. I just didn't take it today, guys. So in the list, we do have the Rogel Dorn Commander. So the Rogel Dorn Commander, big old tank with a hole in the bottom so you can hide stuff in it. Today, his special rule, he can give out 2 orders up to 12 inches because he's a tank commander. And then his special rule is that he can reroll a wound roll, a hit roll, a wound roll, and a damage roll. The last time I played my friend Jonathan, he really wished he had reroll a number of shots roll in there as well, because it does have some variable shot guns on there. Sometimes it would be nice to have one of those stacked onto those rules, but that rule is pretty good. A hit, wound, and damage roll is pretty good for a tank this size with the big guns it has. So as far as what I equipped him with today, the actual war gear. Hilariously, I was looking through this. I guess Rogel Dorns don't have hunter killer missiles. Like everything else, even the Sentinels and the Chimeras have hunter killer missiles, but we don't. We don't have them on him. But he's got, of course, he's got a heavy stubber on top there. We have the oppressor cannon and the coaxial auto cannon. There's the twin linked cannon, but that's only AP 1, so I just wanted something with some more AP. So the oppressor cannon is 72-inch range, of course, because it's Imperial Guard. We're going to have a really long range. D6 plus 3 shots blast. Hits on 4s, of course. Strength 12, AP 2, flat 3 damage. I love me some flat 3 damage, so we're taking that. This also, when you take this instead of the twin one, you also get the coaxial auto cannon, which just gives you 2 extra shots. There's strength 9, AP 1, 3 damage. So it gives you a little bit of extra there. We also have the pulverizer cannon on the front instead of the Gatling cannon. So the pulverizer is D6 shots blast, strength 9, AP 3, 3 damage. I love that AP 3 and 3 damage on that. Obviously, a very variable number of shots and just flat D6. Strength 9, not quite enough to really do a whole lot of work into vehicles, but this is great for going into elite infantry. Now, next, we do have 2 melta-guns stuck on the front there, and then we've got 2 multi-meltas on the side sponsons. I'm curious if it would be interesting to try this guy with just all the stubbers and all the Gatling cannon and everything, just to put out a ton of shots. But it's all AP 0, so you need some kind of AP. So this is the way we have him kitted out today. Next, among our characters, we do have Gaunt's Ghosts. Gaunt's Ghosts just have like a whole bunch of rules. They are, of course, lone op. They are, of course, infiltrators. They do have stealth. They do have fights first as well. So if someone does get in there to charge them, they're going to slap back a little bit. And of course, they uppy downy at the end of your opponent's turn. You can pick them up and put them into reserve, and then they come back anywhere more than 9 inches from enemy models. They also always have the benefit of cover, which is kind of handy because their save is terrible. They only have a 5-up save. They only have a 5-up save. Gaunt himself has a 4-up save with a 5-up invuln, but the rest of the guys are just little. There are 2 wounds apiece, which is kind of nice, and they do have a little bit of shooting and a little bit of fighting. I'm not going to go through all their stats because everyone's got a different weapon, but they're really just there for the uppies and the downies. At 110 points, they're only 10 points more expensive than a Calidus Assassin. Give you the same ability with the uppy, the downy, and the lone op. But just a whole lot more variety here in terms of some shooting output, some long-range shooting output with an autocannon, a little bit of fighting output, and just a lot more wounds than what the Calidus has. So, and then we do still have a Lehman Russ tank commander here. I just wanted to make sure I gave all my tanks orders. Lehman Russ tank commander, of course, gives 2 orders at 12 inches. And its special ability is when he dies, he can shoot as if it's his shooting phase on a 2-up. You got to roll a D6 on a 2-up. He gets to shoot as if it's his shooting phase, and he functions as if he had full wounds remaining. So he doesn't function as if he's bracketed. Neat. Maybe I'll remember that rule today. Last time I think I forgot it. Moving on for battle line, we do have 2 squads of kiddos here. We've got 1 10-man of Cadian shock troops. I'm using my old Steel Legion Armageddon. So these are not Kriegers, they're Cadian shock troops, just to give me that sticky objective so I can sticky my home field objective and they can go do stuff. Then we've got the Catachan jungle fighters. I'm probably going to say Catachan because that's what I said when we were kids. Listen, I've been around for a long time, guys. I've been playing Warhammer since the 90s, 2nd edition. And back then, we didn't really have the internet to tell us how to pronounce things. So us growing up in Pennsylvania, we pronounced it Catachan instead of Catachan. At this point now, I don't remember which is the correct way. But they do have Scout, and so they're going to go into Chimera and give that Chimera a Scout move to get me out there, give me a little early board presence. Speaking of which, we have 2 Chimeras. One's going to have 2 heavy flamers, and that'll be the one with the I got to think about it every time I say it. Catachans, because they've got a couple flamers and they can shoot out the firing deck there, so they'll be able to do that. And then the other one's going to have heavy bolters on it, just to get a little long range shooting. I'm probably going to put some Ogren into the other one. Moving on, we do have a Hellhound. Hellhound's got a great flamer cannon. It's got a nice 2-up armor save, which is kind of nice too. And then, of course, after he shoots, you pick something he hit, and that thing will get the rest of your army will ignore cover on that thing. So that's why I've got a heavy bolter on him, just so he can hit something at long range, because the Hellhound doesn't specify it has to be something that was hit by his flamer. It can be hit by any of its attacks, so that's why I've got the heavy bolter on him for that long range to go out and give that to somebody. Next, we've got some Lehman Russes. So here's the deal, guys. I was tired of thinking about it, which Lehman Russ variants to take. So I just decided I'm going to take 3 Lehman Russ battle tanks. That's the Lehman Russes with the battle cannons. So I've got 3 of them. They're all equipped with identical weapons here. They all have the Lehman Russ battle cannon up top. They've all got the stubber on them. They've all got the las cannon on the front, and they've also got multi-meltas on the sides. Leman Russ battle cannon always rerolls 1s to hit, and if the target is on an objective that you do not control, then they get full hit rerolls. And that's with all their weapons. Kind of nice with the multi-meltas and the las cannons, everything. Getting full hit rerolls is handy on a ballistic skill for army. Of course, the Leman Russes are kind of tough. They are toughness 11 with 13 wounds, a nice round number of 13, and they do have a 2-up save, so they have some durability. And of course, they just got a ton of shots. We do have one more Leman Russ. I just want a little bit of extra AP because the Leman Russ battle tank cannon is only AP 1. So we're taking the Executioner. After he shoots with his he has to pick something that was hit by his auto cannons, and the rest of your army gets extra AP when shooting that. This is kind of nice. The auto cannons are pretty decent. 48-inch range, 4 shots, but rapid fire 4. So you get 8 shots when you're within 24 inches. Strength 9, AP 1, 3 damage, twin length. So again, this is also pretty good into elite infantry and can do some damage on his own as well. Moving on. We do have 2 squad of Ogren. I love the Ogren. I got 2 3-mans of these guys. I don't know if they're good guys. I just like big dumb guys with big dumb guns going out and getting close and shooting more extra bullets. So we've got 2 squads of Ogren. Their special rule, of course, is when they shoot something, when they make a ranged attack at something that is the closest eligible target, they improve their AP by 1. So their guns, as they are 3 shots apiece, but rapid fire 3 and 18-inch range. So if you get within 9 inches, you're getting 6 shots. Hit them 4s, but strength 5, AP 1, 2 damage. Nearest eligible, they get that extra AP, making them AP 2, which is kind of decent. AP 2 heavy bolters are always good, and they can fight a little bit. But really, we just get them out there and do a little bit of shooting. And then finally, we've got 2 Scout Sentinels. Scout Sentinels are great, cheap for 55 points. They have a big 9-inch scout move, and then of course they have their ability where they pick something at the start of the shooting phase and that they can see, and the rest of the army gets to reroll 1s to hit at that, which is handy. So that's it. That is the army. Okay, like I said, no enhancements today. There are good enhancements in this detachment. The bigger the vehicle, the better they are, so they're better on the Rogue Eldorans. But I just wanted to squeeze in more units today, so I didn't take any enhancements. I could have dropped a squad of Ogren, but I didn't want to, guys, because it's my army, and this is the way I want to play it. So we've got pretty good strats. I'm not going to go through them all. Really, I'm just going to... Listen, I could talk and talk and talk about this, but I'm not really, I don't play a whole lot of Imperial Guard. This will be the 3rd time I've ever played this army at all. So I'm really just hoping I remember the rules. Not necessarily that I use the rules in the most advantageous and competitive way, but DJ's playing AbMech today, so it should be actually a pretty good matchup between the 2 armies. I got 3 battle cannon Leman Russes that'll be firing away at his big robots, but they're only AP 1. He's got 2 up armor, so the odds are that it's going to take us a while to chew through all those. So hoping some multi-meltas go through on those guys. But really just want to push everything up as quick as possible, sticking my home field objective with some troops there. And yeah, I wish I had more to offer you as far as my sneaky strats, but I don't. We're just going to go forward and shoot and have fun. All right, guys, follow me over to the battle report. Let's see if we do, in fact, have fun. I can guarantee that we will have fun. I cannot guarantee whether or not we will win or lose. I'm just going to stick with what I can guarantee. Follow me over there. Let's have a good time. All right, have a good one.